Coming to this series called Unlearn with Transform, this is basically aimed to explore opportunities beyond CA because, like I mentioned yesterday, that sometimes CA is not enough for you to become capable and competent as a professional. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि CA is not enough as a degree to earn that kind of money that you want or to explore in the areas that you want. So this is the concept of unlearn कि बचपन से हमें जो सिखाया गया है कि CA काफ़ी है, let's unlearn this. Coming to who I am, most of you know me. I'll just quickly run through my profile. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm a mentor. I have been a mentor. It's just been 3 to 4 months since I started this. I was also a professional working in EY. I worked in EY for 1 year, and I realized that there was a need of addressing these queries that CA professionals had. So I started talking, and in this journey, I have mentored more than 50 professionals and 300 students so far, which is a great number, I feel. Then I'm also a motivational speaker and a presenter. I create content on LinkedIn. I have more than 7,000 connections there. I write a lot of my, motivational posts, informative posts, a certain other interests that I have, those kind of posts. So if you can follow me, it will be great. You will stay in touch with my posts. Then coming to the main questions. The first one being, should I continue to study after CA? Should I? I mean, is it even needed? Then, if yes, which course should I go for? I don't know that. Nobody can answer that for you. How much cost, time, and effort will be associated with it? And can I continue this course while I'm working in a job or while I'm in my articleship? Now, one thing I want all of you to understand, I've mentioned this before also, that nobody can tell you which course you should take. So if you are expecting from this webinar or from anyone else, anyone there on LinkedIn to approach them कि हमें बता दो कि हमें आगे क्या करना चाहिए, क्या better है, nobody will be able to tell you because you are someone who knows yourself best and only you can tell yourself कि okay, so these are my interests, these are my long-term goals, these are the kind of subjects that I like to study, so I should go for this course. All right. So I am just here to help you make an informed decision on this aspect. That okay, considering every factor that I have, what is the best course for me to go for? All right. Now coming to what like how पे तो आते हैं. Let's first venture into whys. क्यों आपको कोई course लेना चाहिए आगे? Are you going for a course because you want to do it and not under someone else's influence? Or are you going for a course because it is fancy? Is it commensurate with your long term goals? Or are you someone who just wants to keep learning no matter how difficult it can get? If the answer to any of these questions was a yes, or you had different reasons, like you need a qualification for a desirable work profile, you want to keep learning, or you have a knack for some course, or you want to grow internationally, even these reasons are good enough for you to take an additional course. Now, which course to take, I will help you figure out that. We had ACCA webinar yesterday and today we are taking up CPA. Coming to CPA as a course, certified public accountant. Now, right now the technicalities that I'm discussing, they will be pertaining to CPA US, but one good news that I will give you, we have an expert here today with us, that is Prerna Shah. She associated with us in our earlier CPA webinars as well, and she has also joined us today. She'll be taking all your queries and she'll also be giving you a little brief about the differences between CPA US and CPA Canada and Australia. So don't be worried about that. Whatever queries you have, you can keep writing in the chat box. We'll take them in the end. All right. Coming to the house and what CPA is. Now, yes, when to go for it and the benefits that will come along with CA. Why goes for CPA? If an individual does not want to take the route of 16 exams in CA, but wants an equivalent degree and international exposure, they can go for CPA with just 4 exams. So someone who does not want to give an exam like CA, which is super difficult to crack, and you want to give just 4 exams and have equivalent degree, CPA is a great option. Now, if you're a CA already, you will get authority to sign audit reports of US companies, and you will have the license of CPA within 3 years of clearing the exams. So after you get the license, you have authority to sign audit reports of companies that are based in US. Now, when you're considering working in the USA or shifting there, if you're someone who looks at yourself and thinks, if you are someone who looks at things in this manner, that okay, maybe in the future I want to live in the US and I want to make a career there, then again CPA will offer you great opportunities. So that is a good enough reason to go for it. Now, contextual opportunities in India, what you will get is, see, now when you compare the course of CPA as a degree, what happens is, uh, I'm just muting everyone because there's noise. Yes, I've muted. Now, what happens is the course of auditing will remain more or less the same. There's another subject where the course will somewhere overlap with CA, but compliances or tax finalization, tax returns, regulations, everything will be US based, and they have minor differences which are there when it comes to auditing as well. So that you'll have to consider. Now, if you're someone who wants to stay in India and pursue CPA, that can be done as well. What opportunities you will have? See, so if you want to reach higher designations in India, say you get an edge here for auditing firms of USA. Now, even when you're employed with a consultancy firm like EY, you stand a better chance to reach higher designations because EY, KPMG, RSM, these are the largest employers of CPA professionals here in India. You can also have an independent consultancy of yours, and there are people who practice CPA sitting in India and give expertise and consultancy to the USA based firms. So even that can be done. Then global eligibility would be huge because you don't need to be just in the USA to practice as a CPA professional. You might be working in the Cayman Islands, for example, and you can handle US clientele. Now, Big Fours have a great, you can say, image for hiring CPA and ACCA professionals because offshore big fours like Deloitte USI or EY GDS, these offer opportunities for managing offshore clients. So if you want to work for a big four in the future, and if you've always visualized as yourself as a crisp professional who's working in a big four and a workaholic and dedicated all the time to work, then it's a great degree to go for. Then don't go for it if you dislike CA subjects already. Now, this was a very important point to mention because I've heard CA students and professionals mention that they do not like audit or they do not like tax. So if you already dislike CA subjects, then there's no point for you to go for CPA. You should have a holdover in CA over FR, audit and taxation, because these are the exact same subjects that you'll have to study in CPA. We'll come to know that. Thank you for raising hands, everyone. That keeps me informed that you guys are listening. Now, curriculum and difficulty level of CPA. There are 4 papers to be cracked. Out of these 4, I already mentioned there will be FR, there will be auditing, there will be taxation. FR will be named as FAR, Financial Accounting and Reporting. Auditing will become AUD, Auditing and Attestation. And taxation will become regulation, which is REG. Now, you already know what these subjects will mostly have. So let me come to the 4th subject, which is BEC, Business Environment and Concepts. Now, this subject is a blend of costing, ISCA and SFM. You can see it's written here. This subject is a blend of costing, ISCA and SFM. So it will have like parts of all these subjects for technology, for costing techniques, for SFM formulas. So you will have to have a hang of even these subjects. Coming to the registration. Now, very important point being that when you enroll for CPA, 4 subjects you sign up for. Okay, you have to give all 4 subjects. Now, this registration will be valid for 18 months. The maximum time available to clear your exams will begin from the date you sit to give the exam. All right, it will start there and it will go on for the next 18 months. Now, what is the benefit or the pros or cons of this? The pros will be you can give all the subjects at once or you can give them one by one. You have that flexibility. But what happens is that if you've cleared, so you've sat for FAR as a subject and you plan to give auditing next. Now, if you didn't clear FAR, then there's no problem. But if you did clear FAR, what happens is that next time, if you fail in auditing or if you fail in REG or whatever, what happens is you'll have to give FAR also again after the 18 months are over. So be very sure when you sign up and when you sit to give the exam. Your preparation can start from whenever you want, but when you sit to give the exam, that is when your 18 months start, and you have to clear all 4 subjects in 18 months. Now, there's so much flexibility that US offers when it comes to giving the exams, because they have this exam pattern where students can choose their date, write to the board, and they will be allotted a date of their preference, and they can just go and give their exam at that point of time. Now, what will be your challenges here? REG is the subject which will be entirely based on US laws, and it will pose a few challenges because you'll have to study an entire new set of regulations. And SEC is their governing body and it has very stringent procedures. So you don't expect the kind of liberal attitude that SEBI has here. All right, this will be your challenge. Coming to the time and effort required, and can it be pursued along with a job? Yes, it can be pursued along with a job. We have a live example of Prerna who's here with us. She'll be telling you how she pursued it with her job. Then again, your registration will stand valid for 18 months, like I mentioned. And talking about the best possible scenario, these 18 months will be very challenging because you will have to dedicatedly put in 1 to 2 hours daily into all these 4 subjects. Of course, you'll have to make a timetable and stick to your schedule. You will also need to manage the travel and travel cost. The costing part will come in the next slide. But you also should make sure that your employer knows, because you need to have that kind of repo when you will need the leaves for giving the exams and everything. All right. Then CPA Australia, I briefly mentioned that only one exam needs to be given, and it can be given from India. Prerna will be highlighting that part more. Then coming to the best time to go for it. To be eligible for appearing for the exam, you will need 150 credits. So there's certain eligibility that the institute has attached to this. You don't need to just be a CA or something. You need to be a BCom plus CA or a BCom plus MBA or a BCom plus MCom for having these 150 credits. And I think NASBA is the authority that decides whether you get these credits or not. So it is best to take up CPA immediately post CA, all right? After you've qualified your CA, and I'm assuming that most of us continue our BCom along with CA, so we have continued our BCom along with it, and we've completed BCom and CA. Now this is the best time for me to go for it. If I don't qualify for the credits, there's no point of going for it because I won't be eligible to give the exams. So yeah, of course, BCom plus CA, BCom plus MBA, and BCom plus MCom. These are the requisite degrees that you should have to qualify for 150 credits. Coming to associated cost, the most interesting part. Now, what happens is the cost that you see here is inclusive of all coaching fees plus the course fees. All right, it will have review course fees, application fees, exam fees, registration fees. There's a separate ethics exam fees, licensing fees. Now, what you need to understand is that all of this cost you don't need to necessarily spend all at once. So you have filled the application and you've given the application exam fees and the registration fees, the licensing fees and all you'll have to pay later on. So you don't need to worry about this. The review course is pertaining to the coaching fees, which is kind of important to incur. So yes, you have to take that in mind, keep that in mind. 2.5 lakhs, I have assumed dollar to be rupees 75 here, but you can see that dollar is, it's just soaring and soaring higher. 77 rupees, I think, is the cost as of now, and 2,50,000 is easily incurred when you pursue CPA. Now, of course, application something which will vary as per the state you choose to register. Just a second, I think my battery is low. I don't know where the charger is. Okay, anyway, I'll see. So, what happens is application fees will vary as per the state you choose to register, and different states have different provisions as to whether articleship experience will be counted as work ex or not. All right, so even this is the criteria you need to keep in mind when you decide which state of US to choose when you want to register yourself and where you want to register for yourself. नाउ इफ यू आर थिंकिंग दैट जिस स्टेट से रजिस्टर किया है उसी स्टेट में जाके एग्जाम देना पड़ेगा, ऐसा नहीं है. यू कैन रजिस्टर फ्रॉम सम अदर स्टेट एंड गिव द एग्जाम फ्रॉम वट एवर स्टेट यू हैव टू appear for. That's not a problem. They can be, and exams can be given from USA and Dubai. Now the cost of USA is definitely higher. Traveling cost is definitely higher, so most of the people consider Dubai as an option when they want to give the exams. One time round trip cost would be around 1,30,000 in case of USA and 30,000 in case of Dubai. Now I'll come to this bonus tip, but before that I just want to stop sharing and I want to, Prerna, are you here? Can you come online? Yeah, you can switch on your video.
Can you hear me, Bhavna?
I can hear you. Can you switch on your video?
Yes, I have already switched it on.
Okay, then let me see. I'll put you in the spotlight. Prerna, so let me introduce her first once. So Prerna is a chartered accountant herself. She's been working in Infosys for past 1.5 years, and she's also pursuing a CPA on the side. So she is here to answer your real-time queries that you have for CPA plus share her experience on this. So Prerna, why don't you go on and telling them on which state you chose to register from and why did you choose that?
Okay. Currently, I am pursuing my CPA and I got registered with Montana. Montana is in tennis. Is my volume very low?
No, your volume is fine.
Okay. Yes, so I got registered in Montana and my papers are still in process as due to this situation, they are still stuck. But I'm looking forward to give my exams in India, that is in September, and let's see whether I'm able to give or not.
Okay, I was just getting my charger because otherwise the laptop would have died.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can these any questions. I'll be taking them up at end as Bhavna.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes. So, yes, I think we are good to take the questions now. We are ready to take the questions.
Okay.
And before that, I think you can give a little difference between CPA USA and CPA Canada and Australia so that they know about that also.
Okay. Now, since CPA US is not having any MOU, like a memorandum signed with ICA, so it's like we have to give all the papers and there is no exemption. Compared to CPA Canada and Australia, they have a memorandum signed, and therefore there are exemptions in giving the papers. First of all, coming to CPA Canada, we have like MOU signed, so there is only like 2 papers is to be given, and we have exempt like Capstone 1 and Capstone 2 are the papers which are exempt. And also there is a professional experience exemption, like since in CA we have already done our articleship, they consider it and we get that exemption there. Then cost is approximately like $11,000. in converting it to like rupees. Yes, it is a huge cost, but yes, like in CPA, we have that much of cost incurred. Then syllabus is more or less same with the CPA US or CPA Australia, but their regulations can be different. Regulations is the part which differ country to country. Now, coming to CPA Australia. Now, Australia, the one good thing about CPA Australia is that we can sit for the exams from India itself, because they allow us to sit here and give the exams, and only one exam is to be given for CPA Australia, and rest all are exempt, and that too open book system. So very easy to clear, and fees is 1600 Australian dollars. So again, that is very much less. But the drawback which I see in Australia is that if we qualify CPA Australia, we will not be getting our they so lucky that we can get that job in India, but chances are like 10 to 20%. So that is about CP Australia.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so guys, I think CPA कैनेडा के बारे में और CPA ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बारे में आपको थोड़ा कुछ समरी में समझ आया होगा, because she has rightly pointed out the differences, and also she has mentioned कि job opportunities किस में कितना है plus their costs. इसके अलावा the bonus tip that I was going to share, I'll quickly share. I mean, I think Prerna can share that. Am I audible to everyone?
Now you're audible.
I don't know what is happening. Something is wrong with my internet. So why don't we just start taking the queries?
Yes. So I can start with like queries which were up in the chats.
Yes, please do that.
Yes. First query which I got, like where to take the coaching. So that is a major point which every student has, which coaching to prefer. Now, I am pursuing the CPA through Miles Education. Now, the like I'm not advertising that, but yes, Miles coaching is good because they are situated. They have that classes in India itself. Like we have centers in India, in Mumbai or Ahmedabad, like major cities in Pune itself. They have. So it's good, like we can approach them. We have online classes, and also we have classes where we can go and sit there, and their satellite tutors are there. So Miles, that is a great point. Then other thing about Miles is they highlight all the procedural parts, which is very difficult for us to know to reading through web. So I prefer Miles, and there are other coachings like Becker. Becker has a good point about MCQs. Now, Miles may have the MCQs test bank, or their very low questions are there. Like maybe they have 5,000, then Becker on the other hand will be having 12,000 questions. So if you are preferring to go with the questions and that, then you can prefer Becker's, but also their standard is high. And I don't know about the kind of support they provide for the procedural part. So Miles is a nice coaching to go with.
So can exams of CPA be given in India?
Okay, this is like another point. This is just a like one-time opportunity for the students to give CPA exams from India, because due to this COVID-19 situation, they have given this option to appear for the CPA exams from India for the month of June and September. So only for these 2 months till now they have declared that yes, exams will be in India. From future, maybe they will not allow us to sit in India and give the exams. We have to travel to Dubai or US. So it's just like for June and September.
Okay. So just people who have enrolled last year or before, and they are looking forward to give the exam. Now they are what is happening is now they are looking forward to give the exam this year from India. Only they can participate. I think if someone who's looking to register now, it is kind of difficult for them to give the exams in this year from India. That is right.
Yes, Yes, Bhavna, because the procedural part is very long. We have to get the transcripts from CA Institute or from our universities where we have done our BCom, MCom, then post them, which will again take a half a month of time. Then they will process it, they will evaluate, then they will reply. Then there is a long procedure further. So maybe if you have all those transcripts prepared, then also you can like look forward to giving them in September. But it's like very difficult.
Okay. Now, also, a lot of people ask that someone who's practicing in India as a CA, CPA करना उनके लिए beneficial रहेगा या नहीं?
Okay, for the persons who are practicing, if they have their own firm, like this is just their own firm, they have a startup, they are still getting the clients. I don't think that they should pursue CPA. They can, but if only they have the future prospect that yes, they will be getting clients from US, or they will be having some international clients, or they are going to have a branch of some like Big Four. They have approached for like they will be working on the contract basis. Because unless and until you have that CPA clients or US clients, CPA is not beneficial because you get after doing CPA, we get the license to sign their reports. That is of no use if we are practicing in India. So that is not preferable.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So, do you have any preference of states for registering or procuring the CPA license?
Okay, now there are approximately 55 jurisdictions which USA has, and each state has their own licensing formalities. So they consider the credit hours.
My internet was actually really bad.
A lot of people also ask this कि coaching के लिए कब enroll करें. I think that was what my bonus tip was, and I think you can highlight it better कि coaching के लिए कब enroll करें. Application exam की भरने से पहले या उसके बाद?
Okay, now I enrolled for the coaching a year ago, but then I started studying and then I decided to go for like applying, like for the evaluation process, which is the most time-taking process. I would suggest that first you should go with the evaluation process because there is like taking transcripts, made, then posting it to NASBA. They will evaluate, and once they evaluate, then you will be like eligible in their eyes that yes, you can give the CP exam. So I would just suggest that first you should complete this 3 to 4 months of process yourself and then go to coaching centers. That yes, now we are ready to give your CP exam, and let us know the cost, or let us know the study materials, because AICPA, that is the institute, it itself does not have any study material prescribed, but these coachings are only registered with them, and they whatever the material they provide has the content which AICPA tests in exams. So first complete this procedural part will be available on net. Just Google it, know what are to be transcripts or documents to be mailed. Then only after 3 4 months, like when you are complete with your evaluation, register with the coaches. You can
Okay.
register earlier, you can register earlier, but it is just that that process takes long time.
अच्छा, ओके. अभी ऐसा कुछ होता है क्या कि यूएसए के एग्जाम्स में ज़्यादा प्रेफरेंस दिया जाता है दुबई के एग्जाम से?
नहीं ऐसा कुछ
It's
भी
all the
नहीं है.
same, right? I
Yes,
think
yes,
it's a rumor,
exams.
but this does not happen in practical.
No, nothing like that, because papers are same, and like I am hearing for the first time, because papers are same, because it's just a matter of center. That yes, you are sitting in Dubai because you cannot go like to US. It's really expensive. Like traveling to Dubai is more easy. Just go there and one day you give the exam and next day you are back in India. So it's nothing like that. giving exam from
Perfect.
US or doing.
ओके एक क्वेश्चन और आई थिंक यहाँ पे किसी ने पूछा है दैट अगर जॉब लेनी हो ना यूएस में देन हाउ डू यू अप्रोच इट सो यू हैव गिवन सीपीए यू हैव क्वालिफाइड बट देन हाउ टू गो फॉर द जॉब
Okay. Now, even if you are qualified CPA, US may not give you the visa to stay there and do the jobs because mostly the people are pursuing CPA for this reason. Because they are like, yes, once we get the CPA license and we'll be staying there. So that is not the case. Because first of all, you should find the job in India itself, then have some experience, and then you go to US and then pursue there. And it will be good if you get attached to some firm, which because in a firm you will get a better exposure for a CPA.
ओके मेक सेंस कमिंग टू दिस थिंग कि जो लोग इंडस्ट्री में हैं now how do you think they can benefit from doing CPA? That I will also I think highlight a little and you also tell your opinion on that. So someone is working in a specific job. I mean, if I ask you, Prerna, what was your reason for going for CPA?
Okay. Now, my in my mind it was like CPA. I had to do something related to my CA course, and CPA is so much related to it because it is like CA of US. So the subjects were same. I wanted to pursue CPA because it's a short-term course, and once you get it through, you will be getting in many good opportunities in MNCs. And being in like I'm in Infosys, I am itself my SAP consultant there, not much related to my CA field. But then also I am pursuing it because I have in my mind that yes, um, once I will get this CPA license and then coming to my SAP experience, I will be getting opportunities in SAP implementation projects which are from US firms because they are looking for people who are CA plus SAP plus CPA because the person who is SAP may not be the CPA at the same time. So in my case, it was like a benefit to me that yes, I am SAP consultant. I am having my experience, like I'm getting my basics built with SAP, and then combined with this CPA, I will be gaining more knowledge about US. So that is why I pursue. And industry, where in whichever industry you are, you can pursue CPA because it will be an add-on benefit for your job. In future, you will be getting more opportunities in MNCs, mainly US based.
Yeah,
Bhavna, are you there?
yeah, I was muted. Sorry. So what happens is that specifically जो यूएस के एमएनसीज हैं और जो बिग फोर्स हैं ऑफशोर बिग फोर्स स्पेशली क्या होता है ना ये सीपीए और एसीसीए जैसे डिग्रीज को बहुत प्रेफरेंस देते हैं द रीजन बिहाइंड दिस बीइंग कि एक तो ये जो प्रोफेशनल्स ये डिग्रीज लिए हुए हैं इनको ज्यादा नॉलेज है ऑब्वियसली अगर आपने उनका भी कोर्स पढ़ा है तो उनको ज्यादा पता है उनको वहाँ के टेरिटरी के रेगुलेशंस के बारे में पता है एंड ऑफ कोर्स यू हैव अ सर्टेन क्रेडिबिलिटी टू अटैच टू योर नेम बिकॉज इफ यू आर एन ACCA you are authorized to work in entire Europe and if you are a CPA you are authorized to work in the entire US so you have certain great credibility attached to your name if you are a CPA or ACCA. So again, it gives you a lot of benefit if you are working in the industry. But also, what I would suggest on a personal front is कि अगर आप किसी एकदम unrelated field में हो, अगर आपका audit से, tax से, consultancy से मतलब ज़्यादा लेना देना नहीं है, then you might think कि यार CPA मुझे benefit देगा या नहीं. But otherwise, I think it's a degree that you can invest in because it will give you benefit. Plus आपको आगे जाके जब अपने करियर में expand करना होगा, if you think about so 5 साल 6 साल एक कंपनी में अभी काम कर लिया है, now what to do next? Then maybe you explore something out of India. Then even in that case, this would be beneficial for you. And of course, like I said, जिनका interest CA के subjects में नहीं है, जिनको audit, taxation, FR ये सब पसंद ही नहीं है, उनके लिए इसमें करियर बनाने का कोई मतलब नहीं है क्योंकि आपको ऑलरेडी एक करियर में आप दुखी हो आगे कि यार ये क्यों मैंने चालू कर लिया, अब आपको दूसरा वही सेम लैडर पे दूसरा स्टेप नहीं लेना है. So please keep that in mind. All right. Now I'll just see if we have any more queries and then we are good to wind up. I think just like CA exam, amendments come in every attempt. So CPA में amendments और changes का कैसे approach होता है?
Yes, it will be provided by coachings itself, because they will be having their materials, and they will be providing their PDFs updated every quarter, because it's like their updates work like Q3 till Q2 of the next year. So that is their system. So coaching will get updated. It's not a problem.
ठीक है. Now one very useful question that came in कि CPA और ACCA का एक quick comparison बता दो. Let me just tell you that now if you talk about CPA plus ACCA guys, ज़्यादा difference नहीं है. कोर्स में ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है, एफर्ट में ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है, कॉस्ट में भी ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है. यू कैन गो फॉर एनी डिग्री दैट यू वांट, बट यू शुड हैव अ क्लैरिटी इन माइंड कि आपको आगे किस जुरिस्डिक्शन में अपना नाम बनाना है. आपको यूरोप और यूके वाले जुरिस्डिक्शन में अपना नाम बनाना है या आपको यूएसए वाले जुरिस्डिक्शन में अपना नाम बनाना है. इफ यू आर समवन हु इज ऑलवेज इमेजिन्ड दैट यू वांट टू लिव अब्रॉड, राइट, तो आप वहीं की डिग्री प्रेफर करो जहां आपको रहने का मूड हो. ठीक है, डिफरेंस बस इतना सा है. दोनों बहुत अच्छे डिग्रीज हैं, दोनों का करिकुलम बहुत अच्छा है, दोनों का मार्किंग स्कीम बहुत अच्छा और स्ट्रिक्ट है, और दोनों के लिए आपको मेहनत करनी ही पड़ेगी. बिना मेहनत के आप दोनों में से एक भी पास नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है, तो पढ़ाई आपको लगभग करनी ही पड़ेगी दोनों में सिमिलरली. बट व्हाट विल मेक सेंस टू यू इज दैट वेयर यू आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू एक्सपैंड योर करियर. Please keep in mind that, and that is the criteria you should use to determine whether you want to go for CPA or ACCA. Any other questions? Khyati, I already told you that audit ही नहीं, tax के लिए भी I think this is a good degree. You can go for it. Okay. So we have already mentioned that Dubai jana is cheaper. Dubai ka travel cost will be cheaper to you, so you can opt to go for giving the exams in Dubai. There's no second opinions about that. And I don't see any more questions coming in, so I think we are good to wind up. I think somehow your doubts are cleared, and you guys, whatever clarifications you needed for CPA as a degree, now you have a certain level of clarity on that. Again, I'll just mention to you again that tomorrow we are coming up with CFA seminar, and day after tomorrow we are coming up with MBA, and after that alternatives to MBA. So please come and attend if you are still confused what to do. And sabse pehle, before I forget, I want to thank Prerna for coming in. It was so necessary to have her. Sab log ek baar unmute karke taali baja do, that would be good.
Thanks to Bhavna too.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So Prerna actually gave out time from her office working hours and agreed to join us today.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for coming, Prerna. Thank you for taking queries so patiently and so well. सब कुछ डिटेल में समझाया. Thanks a lot. And guys, if you have any more queries, we can have them on the group. So yes, I look forward to connecting with you tomorrow. Thank you everyone so much for joining in. All right.
Thank you, Bhavna.
Bye.
Thank you, Bhavna. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.